work as well, right? Do you have strategies for people who might not have autism or don't struggle with it or whatever, to recognize and build empathy from some people in their lives that might be undiagnosed and might have in their own relationship with that person? I'm thinking, for example, as a way to treat some relationship that they have with their parents, where their parents might have been autistic and just undiagnosed. Is that a thing you help people with as well?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you do that? How do you get someone to build empathy for someone by saying, okay, that person might be autistic, even though that's not your client? Does that make sense?
Yes. Well, by understanding them.
Okay.
And kind of, again, I'm big into, I think, building profiles on people.
Right. Right.
So yesterday I was talking to a spouse, for example, and we were talking about like his upbringing, his background, his childhood experiences in terms of how he was raised and what messages he might have been getting from his parents, or not getting any social skill building or training, because not every child needs that, but I think a child on the spectrum would need that, the way that I am working with my clients on building social skills.
And when you say profiling, like what does that mean? The profiling, really, like how would you define that?
Well, just like what I said, like, kind of looking at where they are, where they're from, if they're from a part of a country which has a certain cultural background, like if somebody's from the South, as you know, right, like they tend to be more polite,
Right.
have good manners, so they might be better able to mask their autism just at the onset. Whereas a New Englander like you and me, if we were on the spectrum, we're probably just, it might just be right out there.
Right. I see what you're saying. Okay,
Right.
okay.
Or if somebody is from like a different part of the world, or sometimes we have, intercultural relationships or interracial relationships, right? So this couple was like in a bicultural, biracial like relationship, right? So I had to talk about, well, is it that, or is it just this autistic family that raised this autistic person, and that's sort of the dominant culture? And then we talked about, oh, well, when she hangs out with the larger part of the family, like the extended family, they're different. They're warmer.
Okay.
They're more social. They're not like, oh, let's just keep everything to ourselves, and limit what we share. So now that gives us an indication now, okay, we're adjusting for culture. We're adjusting for how these people were raised, whether it's socioeconomic background, geography, culture, race, all of those things. And this person is still different from the control group, so to speak.
Right. Yeah, that's fascinating. And we're kind of going also on the cultural use